Has neck pain been a lot on your mind lately, affecting your work productivity as well as home productivity? This video I have made for you and a lot of people who have asked me to post this video. In this video, I want to talk about one is what are the causes that you might have neck pain because of, and what are the easy exercises you can do from home in order to make your pain. Hi, I'm Dr. Rajni Patil from OrthoSports Physiotherapy. I am a spine and sports physiotherapy specialist practicing for 19 years in Mumbai. If you have been suffering from neck pain, then I'm going to tell you 3 important causes that this can be because of. I believe that every pain has a cause, and if you're able to identify that cause, then the pain doesn't keep coming every single time. And also I want to show you some easy exercises that you could do from home right now. So if you are keen to learn what these exercises are, then go ahead and give a like to this video. Also subscribe to my channel so that every Thursday when I put out a new video, you will get the notification and it'll be in your inbox. I also want you to tell me if there are any solutions that you have tried on your own for your neck pain, and if that has worked. Do share, because that will help me and the other people who are watching this video as well. There are 3 important reasons why I think that neck pain is such a big problem today. One is posture. Let's look at posture. This could be your sitting posture as you work during the day. Because you're sitting on your laptop, you probably sit with your chin protruded a little bit, and this is very natural for it to happen if you don't correct it on its every single time that you're doing that. So the pattern that goes with it is that you're doing a chin tuck and you're also having rounded shoulders. This in the long run can cause a lot of tightness, not only in the shoulder muscles here but also in the central neck. The second cause of neck pain is, it's called text neck. Basically, whenever you're using your phone, either to call or text, or you're just watching shows on your phone, it's not the phone that is the problem, it's the position that you hold your neck in while doing these things that is the problem. So whenever you're looking down, prolonged periods of looking down is what strains the back of the neck, and hence it causes a lot of pull, tension, muscular imbalance, and this leads to pain. If you have pain that is unbearable, if you have pain that is radiating, say, into the arm, if you have pain that is debilitating, you need medication, you're unable to sleep, these are things that you need to show a doctor. So please take this as a disclaimer. The third cause for neck pain is incorrect sleeping positions. I know personally a lot of people who sleep on their neck. Now, if you are one of those people who sleep on your neck, you know that it's probably habit now and it's difficult to change. So I'm not asking you to change overnight, but do understand that when you sleep on your tummy, you are turned to one side, and that puts a lot of strain because you're there for a long period of time, correct? So if you are able to change this position, well and good. If you are lying on your back, make sure that you are using one pillow. It could be a firm, fairly thin pillow. It doesn't need to be like a thick and a soft pillow. That's usually not good for the neck. What needs to happen is that the pillow needs to come low, touching the shoulder, top of the shoulders. If your pillow starts somewhere here, then this area of the neck, which is the cervical lordosis, that doesn't really get supported. And if it is unsupported through the night, then that alone can create a lot of tension and muscular imbalance, and hence leading to pain. If you are wondering how to change your position and posture while working, then I have made a video for that specifically, where you can alter your work from home positions to make your home office as ergonomic as possible to make sure that it doesn't lead to neck pain. If you are feeling overall stiff and tight and you feel that overall stretching the whole body will help you, then I have made a video as well for that, so you can check that out. It's called a stretching video, and I've included a whole body routine which you can do in 10 minutes flat. So let's get into the exercises. Exercise number 1 is basically gently moving your neck. What this does is it avoids the neck from being stiff. It uses the muscle in a very controlled manner and hence keeps the joints flexible, and it helps with pain. So what you do is you just gently bring your neck down and up. Make sure that you're doing these movements slow. Repeat it 5 times. If you feel any discomfort in the back of the neck, especially when you're going up, or if you feel slightly lightheaded when you're doing that, please stop. Because sometimes headaches and vertigo can be caused because of cervical spondylitis. So if you have been diagnosed with that, then please see a doctor before you do any kind of exercise. But otherwise, these are very safe and easy to do, and they're very, very helpful. So the first exercise we did was looking down and back. Then you're going to do a side to side movement. Okay, now these have to be pure movements. You don't want to do a little bit of rotation along with side bend. You want to keep it as straight as possible and take your ear towards your shoulder. Okay, so this is the movement. Very gentle, slow repetitions. Okay, and then the next one you want to do is a rotation. So turn as much as you can without causing excessive strain. And if you're hearing little cracks and little sounds, then it's fine. It's nothing really to worry about. Other than if you have pain along with the crackling sound, then that is something that you want to address. But otherwise, when you are moving your neck gently, there's usually not a problem. The exercise that I see a lot of people doing is rotation of the whole neck, especially backwards. This is not something that I recommend doing. I like to keep the movements pure in single plane, because this usually works the muscles better without squishing the joints in the neck. Exercise number 2 is a little bit funny. It's called a chin tuck, but I swear by this exercise. I give this to everyone who goes to office, which is primarily everyone who's working on a laptop, because this eliminates a lot of damage you've done by looking down and looking into your computer. So this one is a chin tuck. Basically what you do is glide backwards. Okay, and you want to make sure that your neck is straight, your nose is pointing straight ahead. You can even keep a finger here to make sure you're going straight back. So you can do 5 repetitions of this one. The third exercise is basically a shoulder rotation. So what you want to do is you basically want to keep your hands on your shoulders and then rotate back and down. So keep the movements as big as possible, but you want to keep them backwards. I don't want you to bring them forward, because anyway we do a lot of forward bending and hence our pectoral muscles and neck muscles get tight. So we want to open up in backward movement. So you will do nice and easy 5 repetitions of this. Okay. The fourth exercise that you could be doing for your neck is a shoulder squeeze. Basically, when we are sitting with rounded shoulders, the muscles in the scapula, which is the shoulder blade muscles, get really weak and elongated because we are in this position. They lose their strength as well. So what we want to do is align ourselves better, which you can do with a shoulder squeeze. So all you do is pull your shoulders back and relax. So make sure that you're not bringing your shoulders high. Make sure you're keeping them low, and then just pulling your shoulders backwards, squeezing those shoulder blades behind you, and come back. So squeeze in the back and relax. It's a very gentle, easy exercise, but you will definitely see the difference as soon as you do it. Make sure that you're not doing exaggerated movements. This is not what we want. This just works all the wrong muscles. We just want to keep it nice and simple and easy. This 5th exercise is also my favorite. This is called the upper trapezius stretch, and any kind of tension that's building up over here, if you have a headache, if you just feel fatigued in your neck, this is a go-to exercise. So what you basically do is keep your shoulders down, and then you tilt your head away from the side that you are stretching, and then you put this hand on top and gently pull. So I'm now feeling a stretch in this area of my neck. Hold that for a count of 5 seconds. Gently release. Go to the other side. Put your hand just above your ear. Gently pull and relax. So you can repeat this on both sides, 5 repetitions each. I hope these exercises have been helpful to you. If you have any concerns about your neck pain, if there is something serious going on, you would like to consult, my team and I are available to you digitally as well as in the clinic. So you can drop in a message in the comments. Also, like I said, if you have solutions, if you have found remedies that have worked for you, also put a comment and let me know about those. But if you think that this has been helpful, definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.